Hello everybody, hello to Realmers, yes, Rich's Realm, where we're going to be discussing something very important. So, for a little while, a lot of people know this, I've been interested in the game Diablo Immortal, especially last year when it was announced. Just an interest really, this is goes back a long way for me, and as well, just very reminiscent of pre-World of Warcraft, and kind of playing a pretty cool RPG. This kind of, for me, filled the void between the likes of Age of Empires, World of Warcraft, and all that time. So yeah, some big nostalgia, but I do want to cover Diablo Immortal when it's released. It's just gone into alpha again in Australia, so you can pick it up, and as well it's available on Android. So in this video, I want to give an opportunity to kind of like showcase it a bit based on like where it currently is, and also like just get a bit of interest around it, because that's what I want to cover. I want to cover Diablo Immortal down the line. So yeah, Diablo 2 recently has had the Resurrected, I think it is. Like they've, not Resurrected, but the kind of the remastered is what I wanted. Is the name of the bloody thing. But the remastered versions come out recently, and I know a lot of people are interested. But Diablo Immortal, if you don't know, it's got some really cool things. It is gonna have, and this is the surprising thing. What is it, like 45 to 55 cap in the level. But as well, the raiding, that's it, 48 player raiding is going to be coming to the game, which is, again, just amazing. We're going to be, as I said, showcasing some footage in a minute, because shout out to Captain Dante for giving us time to kind of record it. I'm hoping to get an Android device, but because I'm about to go on a holiday in the next 24 to 48 hours, it's kind of like, it's tough to get the stuff I need to then get into the Australian type of alpha, because that's where it is at the moment, if you can VPN there, or change your device kind of thing. But there's a lot to this. I want to get a top-end mobile device that's going to give an idea of like how good this is, because it is just going to be, it's going to be so good, so amazing, and yeah, it's going to be available on mobile, which is again really crazy. But yes, with all this stuff, like the way that the bosses are built, and just like this, it just looks sick. It just really does. It looks so cool, and I think it's going to mean that the mobile landscape is again going to impress players when they pick it up, especially as you build different types of classes and as well characters to do different things, and just kind of like just get some pure enjoyment out of it. So yes, they are testing about, I think, like a new class as well. So, and it's a faction-based PvP. God, I've got to get on. I've got to get on at some point to kind of like get the grind. But you know, the thing that concerns me about the game, and I should be really kind of like upfront and serious about this, how they monetize it, because that's the other thing. How they monetize Diablo Immortal, from the look and just feel of it, I don't see where it's going to be, unless it's kind of like things like pay to win, kind of weaponry, equipment, or kind of something specific, or maybe they just do it like currency packs or quick progression grind, those kind of things. It's hard to know what the crack is, but still, you know, it is what it is. And I feel like what we need to do now is just showcase some footage, shall we? And here we go. Shout out to Captain Dante for sending this through. So this is a very much the kind of like early stages of everything. I think this is actually right from the very beginning, as we're going to go for a lot of cutscenes. And this is the thing, Diablo Immortal has actually been something of, what is it, 2+ years of development. No, it's not. It's longer than that, isn't it? Was it 2018 at BlizzCon? It was announced that they were going to do Diablo. Oh, not do Diablo 4 and do a. We got a new Diablo title for mobile. Yeah. So yeah, that's really some vibes. But I like the way the story's put with Diablo, and it looks like they've put a lot of effort into it, as well they should do. This is where a lot of kind of like mobile games have tried to kind of do a little bit here and there. Unfortunately, a lot seem to be, mobile games seem to be going away from the grindy nature to a degree. Obviously, Diablo Immortal is going to be grindy, but it's going to feel like a bit different. It's not like solo grindy, because that's a lot of the problems with them. It's only been in the last couple of years that like mobbers, open world RPGs, and yeah, those two kind of like types of things have become more of a thing. You can see that there's players there, players dotted about, and as they're just coming into game, and it looks like, you know, you're in a safe place first, which is good, not thrusted into the action. But it's very much on screen. You're gonna have to really focus on like where to kind of like click and stuff, and fighting and other kind of elements, which again is just part of these open world MMORPGs. But I love the fact you're able to team up with people. That's something that is missing from the mobile genre. It's good games to team up. And again, mobbers. Mobbers are meant to be those, but like mobbers just are kind of like sort of a dying breed unless you inject something into them. Questing, that's something I miss because a lot of my kind of channels are covering things like mobile games. I do play on Twitch, Call of Duty Warzone, which I love playing with friends, and that's something that I, again, like the last 5 years of mobile gaming it's felt very solo based. Playing Marvel Contest of Champions as well as a lot of other different kind of mobile games, even like for a limited time only. It's felt like I'm just solo. And that's the thing, Diablo Immortal and playing with other people is going to feel just so good. So it's great, I like the way this is put together from a point of where your objectives are, what you're doing. You can see the clicking there on different types of things, attacks and such like, looting and other elements. Dante's, this is his first time playing the game, so as well, this is kind of cool. I love the way they've got the footsteps. So like you're following where you're going. It seems very intuitive. I think that's great. Your characters looks good. They look good. They look really good. And just like teaming up with other people is it's like, yeah, wow. I tell you as well, like the way that they've done things like the flames that goes across the floor and kind of like burns that, how they've textured it. And this is why Blizzard do, even though it's questionable about Blizzard and the way they kind of put games together from how they treat their staff and other stuff. When they produce games, and especially on titles that kind of like Diablo and Diablo Immortal, they do a good job when it comes to that. As we see, Dante is using his double crossbows to a lot of pain. That's so cool. Doing all the quests at the same time, it's really cool, isn't it? I've kind of like I just want to sit back and relax and kind of watch this. I think there's a lot of other people who are kind of watching this as well. And it's interesting because this is like the first, I want to say this is the first 12 minutes of gameplay. I'll try and see if we can get some further stuff into it, but I want to feel it for myself, feel the game for myself as I kind of go through stuff. And, it's important to apply equipment. I've kind of like got two things from Dante, which is like a little further in. And you can see like he's equipped a few more stuff. And as well, hopefully it looks like he's doing a lot of damage as he's doing again some of these daily activities. And kind of going through different things. Raids, dungeons and stuff like that. Things that will need to be seen. The PvP faction war stuff. Like, it must be some elements of kind of early progression. Or if like, are they now opening this? And even though this is a closed alpha, was everybody reset? I wouldn't think everybody would be. Especially to get everybody up to the same level. Like progression wipe. I don't know if that seems like it's been done. Especially, as I said, considering that they need to do the faction PvP. I will actually check whilst we're watching Captain Dante absolutely slay skeletal mages. The idea whether or not this has been progression wiped, because I know there are people that have played the alpha as they're becoming a bit bummed if they have to like quickly go into kind of like build up characters to then go into or classes in order to go into different types of things. So Diablo Immortal progression wipe. It's an alpha. Yes. Oh yes. Someone's saying yes, it will be reset, but I don't know if there's people that like answering it created with tempt. I think the battle turns. Of course, it resets you, imbecile. Or did you? Okay, everyone's gonna then go. Wow, everyone just goes at one another then. Yeah, I think it might be reset then, unless there's kind of anything otherwise. Either way, this just looks. It looks so good. It's put together from a design point, just incredibly. Those that are fans of things like, if you're a fan of Diablo 2, Diablo games, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, because this is set between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, then I think you're going to really enjoy this. Especially if you're like, oh, I don't want to play on mobile. Well, look, suck it up. It's like, it's another game. It could be a new story arc. And it could fulfill your kind of need for Diablo 4. We're just going to go, look, I'll play on mobile, I'll play this game, I'll bite the bullet for this. I see that chat would probably in the centre be a little bit obnoxious, and I assume by the settings you can actually take that away. So that's something. It looks like it's quite easy to kind of like grab things of achievements, which again, good. Yeah, I'm just impressed by the way this is designed. Granted, I think this is done on an Android device. I don't know if it's top end. I want to assume that Dante put this on as this is top end, but I think this it's not. It would not do it justice. I think as soon as you get the game, and as well, and it's free to play by the way, when it's released, you will be able to kind of see a better quality. I mean, I don't think there's anything against Dante's phone. I just think or device. I just don't. I think that between the recording, me running it through my editing software, and watching it right here, it's just like it just over churns it in lower pixels. But just slaying there. Honestly, I do like this. I really do. I think it's fantastic. As we just have a little bit more of the story. Exploration. That's one thing that mobile games nowadays, there's nothing in the ways of exploration. I'm going to be reacting to a new update for Marvel Realm of Champions, which is like one of the main things that's covered on this channel for now. But I would say that yeah, there's a bit of a disappointment when it comes to that game in the way you can't really explore. Look at that. As soon as you like smash out some stuff, like you're then given the footsteps going to go elsewhere. There's Drake there. He's started from the bottom. Now he's here. As you go up, follow the old footsteps. And the guard's following. Hey, why are you following me? Burned, terrified corpse. Interact. Yet he died fighting a good man. It's not toned down. I think there's blood and stuff. Although they are fighting against like zombies and things. So I don't think it definitely doesn't look toned down. Because I think some people said that like, it could be toned down in some sort of way. Yeah, there's a lot more to kind of react when it comes to the game. I think it's probably best to leave it here, as I don't think there's anything more with this except to kind of go like, yeah, it's incredible. Need to see a lot more, get a bit bigger feel for it, especially when it comes to other elements. I see health potions to the right hand side, all the nice stuff. And yeah, just some of the main quests seems very straightforward to understand. There's other abilities to use. Oh my god, there's a load of enemies coming and just like smashing you. And then as well there's a smith where you can like do some work and you can improve, salvage and sell in order to get things like scrap materials, and you can then reinvest good amount of gold, that kind of stuff. It's all there, and it's all pretty cool. So yeah, I really want to play this. As I said, a bit difficult time to kind of get this done now, but yeah, amazing. What are your thoughts on the Diablo Immortal? Are you able to get into the alpha? Are you able to participate? Let me know. I might need some more footage for some other videos. And yeah, see you soon. Bye-bye.